Please subscribe to our channel and don't let us comment and like the video.
You may think that ants have a strong memory that enables them to identify the way back to the colony, but that is not the case. You may encounter a few ants walking around in one corner of your house. You may not care, but you should know that they are some reconnaissance soldiers belonging to an ant army, and it won't take long for your house to be filled with an ant colony. But how can ants send reconnaissance soldiers, and then bring the rest without making a mistake? Ants are classified as eusocial organisms, that is, organisms with the highest social classification. A single ant colony is made up of thousands of individuals, and ants retain some complex behaviors, including collective decision-making, adult sustenance in groups, cooperative care of young people, and reproductive division. One of the complex behaviors in ants is their ability to distinguish between the chemical effect of the chemical prediction of an enemy friend through the skin hydrocarbons that distinguish friends from enemies, and uses the sensor horn's tool antennas at the top of the ant's head, as ants do not have noses to smell. The skin hydrocarbon group, a waxy layer on the body of ants that has a distinctive smell, and is characterized by other insects such as bees, wasps, flies, and beetles, used to protect animals from dehydration, is also an effective communication tool for insects, and is characterized by chemicals that have a permeable smell that disturbs the glands throughout their bodies. They are also called pheromones, and their species vary according to the nature of the mission for which they were created. And each pheromone acts as a chemical word understood by the entire colony, where pheromones can be used to summon a few ants to defend the colony, search for food or work within the colony. These pheromones also help to distinguish between members of the colony and outsiders. The colony has pheromones that distinguishes it from other colonies, and queen pheromone has a special characteristic that tells workers of her health, weather and other everyday things within the colony, and uses pheromone ants to determine the colony of each ant and its social standing within the colony, and the class in which it lives. When ant-based reconnaissance soldiers reach the food source, the scouts begin to identify the main path through the chemical scents pheromones, to make it easier for the cell workers to find out the route to and from the cell, by placing these odors from the food source to the cell. Upon their return, the workers begin to go out and follow the same path by sensing these using antennas located in the heads of ants, and if one of them strays the path uses the horns of his sensor in search of this smell to know how to arrive. And the journeys continue to go back and forth to the cell until the source of food runs out, and then the secretion of signs or rather the smell is interrupted. Finally, the next time you see a fleet of ants walking down a road, I know it's going according to a certain smell that the whole colony recognizes on the way back to the colony.